All right, Chris Popper here in Bangor, and I'm joined by UMaine head field hockey coach Josette Babineu, and it's phone a friend day. We're joined by Mika, who is a transfer student from Uruguay, who transferred in the portal from Quinnipiac, and they are in Albany getting ready for the America East tournament, and uh, Mika, this is her first America East tournament because Quinnipiac did not make the tournament. So good job coming to the place where you go to the playoffs. Um, Talk to us a little bit about the preparation, and of course, we need to hear about the win against UNH last Friday, which seems like a lifetime and a half ago.
Right. Well, the win against UNH was great, obviously. Friday, it was our senior day, so there was a lot of good energy for the game. And then the performance was just outstanding. I mean, I just feel like we're playing some really good field hockey here at the end of the season. The last two games have been very good. The game the week before with Albany was a good matchup for us. And then against UNH, I thought that we had a very dominant performance in that game. So I'm feeling that our players are feeling a little bit more confident going into the games this weekend. We have like switched a few things in the formation, but that kind of just happens sometimes from game to game with the matchups of the other team. And just really pleased with how the players are responding at the end here, to still have I think physically we're looking very strong as well, our fitness and our conditioning. So looking forward to what the week holds for us this week with our game tomorrow against UC Davis.
They're peaking at the right time, right?
Yes, it seems like.
So, UC Davis, a familiar opponent. You beat them 3-1 back on October 6th, but now this is at a neutral site. Mika, how do you feel about going into the playoffs?
I'm very excited. I feel like we're all very confident going into the playoffs. And as she said, we've been like building new formations, and I think we finally figure out what works better for like all of our teams, like skills and
That's
different
excellent.
player characteristics. Yeah.
It's you were saying how it's warm in Albany. I mean, it's 66 here in Bangor and Orono, so it's probably a little different. And obviously, conditioning going to play an important role starting into the playoffs with the warmer temperatures.
I think conditioning is going to play a big role this weekend because with six teams making the tournament and having quarterfinal games and then semifinal games and then championship game, if you're a team that's going to make it all the way through to the end, there's possibility of playing three games, in 4 days. And ironically, we started our season like that when we traveled to Northwestern and had to play back to back on that opening weekend,
Right.
had a day off in between and then had to play another game. So we did that at the beginning of the season. But obviously with playoffs, it's one game at a time. And we know that, we talk about this every week, no matter what the opponent is, it's a game that is still gonna require us to be, at our best physically. And if we can get through the quarterfinal game, then we would have that back-to-back game where we would be playing against New Hampshire on Friday. So there wouldn't be a day in between. It would be back-to-back. So the conditioning is important. It is a bit warmer today here, but I think the temperatures will be in the 60s the rest of the week. So I think it's just comfortable playing weather. I mean, typically we don't know what to expect this time of the year, no matter where we are. And the weather's been good, and I don't think we'll have any weather issues this weekend.
Right. Do all the America East teams stay in the same hotel? Are you with other teams, or you guys are on your own island?
It is interesting with it being a tournament and, five teams needing to find accommodations at last minute, really, right? It's not like we know exactly when, we didn't have a lot of prep time to figure out where the tournament's going to be held. So we are at a different hotel than everyone, and that is complicated really because there's, you need meeting rooms and you need enough rooms for the team, and you need to have a flexible hotel too because you don't know how long you're going to be here type of thing, and all the things that go into hosting a tournament. But we are in our own hotel, so we feel like we're in a, we're comfortable where we are, and it's not too far from the university, so travel is not going to be too much of an issue.
It's probably good being by yourself. That way you don't have to like bump into anybody or hit them with your stick accidentally on purpose or anything like that, right? I mean, trip the
Plotting.
Yeah, just in the field.
right. Exactly. Wait for all that.
I'll watch it the game.
Right. It's just a game, right? It just, can't help if it's a high stick in the hallway or anything like that. Mika, how do you like Orono? A little bit different from Connecticut and certainly different from Uruguay.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I like the nature and like all the trees. I think it's pretty there, but I need to see with the winter.
Now, come on now. I mean, everybody's psyching you out saying
Yeah.
how terrible winter is, right? But I told you global warming, it'll be fine. You'll be able to wear shorts in your dorm in January. Outside, a little bit different, but it'll be fine. Have you been to ice hockey game?
No, I went at Quinnipiac, but not here because
Oh,
of the
okay.
tickets. The ticket systems here is like hard to get tickets.
She's trying to get tickets. She can't get tickets.
Yeah.
Coach
I'm not
Babineu
gonna make
can't.
the line.
She can't like pull any strength there with Coach Barr. I mean, against Quinnipiac, they should have gotten you into that opening weekend, right?
Yeah, well, we were away for that week.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Well, yeah, that's right. You can't miss the games to go watch your old school. Who would
I
you
mean,
have rooted? All right, who would you have rooted for?
Quinnipiac.
In ice
See,
hockey,
no
I think
wonder we're not letting you go to. We're gonna ban you from the Alphon now.
I'm
Holy,
not going to be giving her any tickets for sure.
No,
there's
I take it back.
nothing. There's
I take it back.
nothing. Nope, too late. Too late. Yeah, you'll be lucky if you can watch it on TV. I mean, so,
Didn't you win the national championship
Yes,
when
that's
you were
what-
there?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
too late. No good. Too late. You blew it. Okay. Um, Coach, you know a little bit about UC Davis. Tell us a little bit about getting ready though to play UC Davis tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we played them a while ago now, so there's been a bit of time, and obviously every team, improves upon their season from the first time that you've played them to now. So we've been more focused on maybe watching some of their more recent games and maybe not so much our game against them from then. And
Yeah.
we know that, they have a couple of players that are capable offensively that they play through, and we know that it's going to be important. It's our same message the whole year. Like we've been really focused defensively, no matter what the matchups are, because that's what's going to give us the best chance, of being successful in the game. And for me, that's more so like what I try to do with the team is just to make sure that our matchups defensively are good, and that our players feel that they know what their decision making or can kind of predict a little bit what their decision making defensively is going to be, and that they feel that they can be aggressive with that, and that they have like support around the ball so that we have a lot of people, to make plays defensively. And if we can do that, defend well as a group, then I think it gives us, we look better offensively when that happens. So not so much like an individual defensive effort as much as what it looks like as a group. And that's what I've been really, pleased with in the last two games is what that's been looking like together. Like Mika said, I think that some of our players' characteristics of like how they play the game and where they are on the field with each other and how they're communicating with each other is it's really impressive right now. So just looking to continue with that, no matter, if it's a playoff game, we know what that's like, and we have a lot of players that have a lot of experience in these situations as well. So um one play at a time, right? Just play
Right.
hard. Yeah.
Well, you talk about the defensive play. I mean, Jay Temby recognized as the defensive player of the week in America East, and obviously, I mean, a goalie is as good as the back line and the defense. I mean, so that's really a kind of great for her to be recognized, but it's a great recognition for that whole defensive unit.
Yeah, I think Jade. Well, I'm happy that she was recognized this week. Obviously, it's a big achievement, and in the Albany game, she had to come up with some big saves. And I think that also what one of Jade's strength is her understanding of the game on the field is quite high, and I think she organizes her defense very well. Like in front of her, I think she has a good understanding of what she's capable of and what she is directing, the players in front of her in decision making. And so that's been a big plus, I think, the last 2 weeks. So just very happy with her. And she played playoff game for us last year against New Hampshire in that semifinal game, that in the quarterfinal game, sorry, that we were able to get through the semifinals. So she's been here last year in this game as well.
Battle tested.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Mika, any last words? Want to say hi to your family back in Uruguay who'll be, of course, watching this video right now?
Hi, Mom. I miss you. They're never going to watch this.
Yes, they are. Of course, you're going to send it to them so that way
Yeah,
they can see. All right.
Well, Mika's
So,
been a great addition to our team. She's a great player, but she's also a good leader, and it's just been a great pleasure to have her. So I'm glad that she said yes to join me this morning.
She didn't give me an option.
it was that, or you were going to run up and downs, right? So, I mean, right, a little more conditioning, Mika, or you can come join us.
You need it.
All right. Listen, the two of you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sure you're going to have a little practice this afternoon and get up early tomorrow morning, an early game tomorrow at 11 a.m. in Albany. Best of luck, and we look forward to chatting with you, Coach, next week. Mika, you can sleep in next week.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. Best of luck.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.